Good morning. My name is Suzanne Longstreet, and I'm a clarity coach. I'm also a trainer in neuro-linguistic programming. Today, I wanted to talk to you about creating an action board for your business. So 2 weeks ago, I spoke to you about creating a success board, and that's where you look back at all your successes and put them on a board to remind yourself daily of all the successes and all the lives that you've made a difference in the world. Then, last week, I talked to you about creating a visualization board, and that is about figuring out, writing down and really taking a hard, close, reflective look at where you are today. And then a separate look of where you want to be in future. And I call that a visualization board. And you can find out more about those on my blog posts, and they are successenclarity.com/blog. Today, I want to talk to you about creating an action board, and this is going to be the third in my three-part series on creating boards for yourself and your business. And these are what I use as manifestation tools, if you like that word, or magnetization tools. Whatever word works for you, that's essentially what you're doing, is creating what you want, building what you want. First, it starts with a decision. And that's my first key to success. The other one is committing to what you want. Third, you've heard me speak about this over and over again, and that is focus on what you want. And then, of course, the last key, I believe, is taking action. So those are 4 keys that I believe that you need to take action to build your success in business. So there again, decide, commit, focus, action. And today, I want to talk to you about an action board. So an action board, for me, really helped get clarity for what I needed to do in my business, because I'm going to share a secret with you. I don't know if this is you at all. And in fact, I probably doubt it. I'm probably the only person in the whole world who was suffering from doubt and overwhelm and lack of self-worth and, oh my goodness, all sorts of other ailments that were stopping me from creating my successful business. I'm so glad they're in the past. What I would do is every morning, I would get into my office and I would go, okay, what's going on Facebook? Okay, I'll respond to all of that. How many people liked my posts? Because it was all about Facebook likes. And then how many people are coming to my event? Is anybody coming? Whoa, what should I do? And so I was very reactive, as you can gather from that focus. The next thing I would do is I would go, okay, I've got a million things to do on my list. What should I do first? Oh, I know, I'll check my email and see if anybody's out there looking for me to work with them. There's nobody on my email. Wait a minute, I'll check my website. Maybe I'll tweak my website and then somebody will want to work with me. And so as you can tell, I was spending a lot of time, I laugh at myself a lot. I was spending a lot of time being reactive, not being proactive at all. And I would start every day wondering what was next. And so I would get frustrated with myself, or I would get to the point where, oh, it's noon, it's time to go have lunch. And I would go have lunch, and then I would watch a television program, and then I would procrastinate, and then there was no time, and then, you know, my husband would be coming home because it would be dinner, and so I would have to make dinner. And so you can see this was not a cycle for creating a successful business. And again, so glad that's in the past. I found that I discovered the action board a couple of years ago because somebody wanted to do a vision board workshop, and I thought, you know, vision boards have been around a long time, and while they're very effective, I believe that we can add some extra juice to them. And so I was Googling I was Googling vision boards with juice, or something like that, and I discovered something called an action board, and I thought, oh, this works for me. It fits into the keys that I believe are success for your success, and it was about taking action, because when we take action every day, then we reduce the amount of inertia and we build momentum. So let me show you just quickly mine. This is mine, and you're going to do your own thing. It looks a lot like a vision board, don't you think? And I keep it in front of me so that I see it every day. And it reminds me of what I do, what actions I'm taking every single day. So I open the door for female entrepreneurs to be successful in their lives and their business. I help them to remove their limiting beliefs from the past and their negative emotions that are keeping them stuck in overwhelm, indecision, lack of self-confidence, lack of clarity, and lack of self-worth. And I open the door for those women who want to come through and create a more successful life. And I love Tinkerbell. I do believe in magic. I believe in the science that is unexplained and that helps us to manifest and magnetize the success that we want. These are the women that I'm looking to attract. I pulled them out of a magazine over a couple of years. They're all different shapes and sizes. They're in the 40s area, 30s, 40s, 50s. But they're in their 40s-ish. They're all proud business owners, and I'm looking for 50 or more every year. And that's what I'm constantly taking action for. And I also wanted to remind myself to take action towards my own health, creating my life. I like being outdoors, and I like having pretty things around me, and I like doing things, and I like nature. And being out as much as possible near water works for me, and trees. Creating healthy eating habits and exercising. Those are the actions that I continue to take, and that's what I focus on. So however you build your action board will be perfect for you. What I do recommend is that you do it, because it will reduce inertia. You know, inertia, that thing where you have to start pushing every single day. You have to start your business. In fact, that reminds me a little bit of a comment that my sister-in-law made to me years ago, and she said, I keep starting and I keep starting and I keep starting. And she says, would you stop starting and get going? And that was way back in 2012. And I'll never forget that. I loved it. I wrote a whole blog around it years ago. So reduce the amount of inertia. Stop spinning your wheels. Stop starting over and over again and get going. Focus on what you want. Decide, well, let's start it again. Decide, commit, focus, and then take action. Build an action board, because it will reduce the inertia, the indecision, the lack of momentum, the reactive tendencies. It will also reduce overwhelm, because you'll know one or two things that you need to do regularly to attract the clients that you want to build your successful business. So that's it. That's the third part in my 3-part series on boards. So it started with success board, then a visualization board, and finally an action board. Until next time, wishing you success and clarity. I'm Suzanne Longstreet.